EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, What's the head coach thinking? Is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the interception here, Mariota. It's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. This is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Recovered by
a lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's second and 8. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
36.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Round 6.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 37. On the counter, here's Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Raiders 7, Browns 6.
2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Bigsby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and...
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. He's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
4 yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Browns' 12-yard line.
Mariota to throw it this time. And it's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Raiders have got him. Corey Littleton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gun now on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Mariota on 1st down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Lawrence. Touchdown, Vegas. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He's going deep for Brown. stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Damon Arnett on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, but you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Jacobs, the ball.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Mariota from the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And 1.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
The 19-yard line.
here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and 9, Mariota, and that is caught. It's Ruggs, touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Browns 6.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Number 36.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The This is out quickly to the right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
38-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from knocking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock...
He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Browns 14.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff looking right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 39, Mariota. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
A sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
13-yard line.
Taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Taylor Muse with it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.